Hey, my dear angling friends, welcome back to the channel. It's your fishing buddy and expert, ready to dive deep into the waters of wisdom for our next big adventure. Today we're talking about the 26th of November 2025, a day that promises some intriguing, crisp late autumn fishing across Canada. Why is it special? Because as winter tightens its grip, many of our favorite species are entering a crucial pre-winter feeding frenzy, meaning opportunity knocks for those who know where to listen. Get ready, because I'm going to give you the lowdown on where to find them, what to tie on, and how to make this late November day a memorable one on the water. You won't believe the bites we can get if we approach it right. Now let's talk tactics and target species for this promising day. First up, the magnificent walleye. My friends, these golden beauties are absolutely hammering baits right now, bulking up for the long, cold months ahead. You'll want to focus your efforts on deeper breaks and pronounced drop-offs, especially where you find submerged structure or where a soft bottom transitions to a hard one. Why these spots? Because they offer both ambush points for the walleye and access to schools of baitfish that are seeking those stable, slightly warmer temperatures. With water temperatures in the larger Canadian lakes generally hovering between 5 and 10 degrees Celsius in these deeper zones, walleye will be actively cruising and comfortable. Your secret weapon here will be a slow, methodical retrieve with a jig tipped with a minnow or a deep-diving crankbait. Don't be shy about using scented soft plastics. They can make your offering irresistible. Remember, walleyes see exceptionally well in low light, so the early morning and late afternoon hours will be prime time for these elusive fish. Next, let's chase the mighty northern pike. November, especially as we head towards the end of it, is prime time for truly big pike, my friends. They're at their absolute fattest, gorging before the true deep freeze sets in. Look for them around weed lines that are still holding green, healthy vegetation, submerged timber, or rocky points in slightly stained water. These areas provide both cover and warmer pockets for ambush. Large spinnerbaits, jerkbaits, or even substantial swimbaits worked with a slower, more erratic retrieve will entice those trophy-sized fish. Pike are known to be active even in slightly stained water, so don't shy away from it. For those of you who love a true freshwater challenge, let's talk about lake trout. The colder water of late November is right up their alley. They'll be cruising deeper basins, often near underwater humps or sharp breaks, relentlessly searching for schools of baitfish. Depths of 30 to 60 feet or even deeper in some of our larger lakes will be your sweet spot, as the stable, cold water provides ideal conditions and a refuge for baitfish. Downrigging with spoons or large stick baits can be incredibly productive. Focus on areas where your sonar marks baitfish. The lakers won't be far behind. Water temperatures in these deeper basins will likely be between 5 and 8 degrees Celsius. And finally, for my river anglers, the tenacious rainbow trout are still quite active. As river waters continue to cool, these beauties will be cruising shorelines, actively feeding. Your best bet for a catch will be near rocky points, fallen wood, and riffles, especially behind any obstacles where food might congregate. Focus on the edges of river pools and riffles using egg patterns or small spinners. They are keen to feed before winter really sets in. Now let's talk about the conditions that shape our forecast. For November 26th, 2025, across much of Canada, we're looking at a distinct transition towards winter. Air temperatures will be chilly, with daytime highs around 3 degrees Celsius, dropping to a frosty -3 degrees Celsius overnight. We can expect cloudy periods throughout the day with about a 30% chance of light flurries, particularly as evening approaches. Atmospheric pressure tends to be quite variable this time of year, which can sometimes make the bite a bit finicky, so be ready to adapt. While a specific wind forecast isn't available for the whole country, expect moderate winds which will make it feel even colder on exposed waters. Regarding water temperature, we're seeing a definite downward trend. Surface water temperatures in major Canadian lakes will generally range from 5 to 11 degrees Celsius. However, the key here is the fall turnover process, which is nearing completion. This means that the entire water column has mixed, and the densest, warmest water around 4 degrees Celsius, will settle at the bottom. This creates a stable, relatively warm layer that fish will seek out, especially baitfish, and where our predators will follow. This cooling trend means fish metabolism is slowing down, but crucially, they're still actively feeding to build up fat reserves for the coming winter. As for our celestial influence, the moon phase on November 26, 2025, is a waxing crescent. The illuminated surface of the moon will be somewhere between 30 and 34%, and it's about 5 to 6 days old since the last new moon. Now, many old-school anglers, myself included, have various beliefs about how the moon affects fishing. While some say a new moon or full moon triggers more activity, the waxing crescent, with its increasing light, is often seen as a period of building fish activity after the lull of the new moon. It's not the absolute peak, but with the strong pre-winter feeding drive, any lunar effect will likely be secondary to the hunger pains. Considering all these factors, the cold but stable conditions, the eager feeding of fish preparing for winter, and the building lunar illumination, my clear assessment for the bite on November 26th is a solid good to very good for those specific species and locations. It will be an active bite for those who are willing to brave the chill and know where to look. The fish are hungry and the deep, stable waters are holding them, so don't let the cooler temperatures scare you away. Well, my friends, that's your comprehensive forecast for November 26th, 2025. I wish you all bent rods and screaming reels. Remember, ni kwosta, ni cheshwi, tight lines. If you found this forecast helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more angling insights, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a single tip. And tell me in the comments below, what are your plans for fishing this late November? What species are you targeting? And what are your go-to cold water lures? Share your observations. Let's build this community of passionate anglers together. Until next time, stay safe, stay warm, and keep those lines tight.